The laboratory vane shear test. For this experiment, you will need a sampling tube, a support block, a laboratory vane shear machine, as well as a calibration chart. The apparatus consists essentially of a 4-blade cruciform vane mounted on a rotable shaft. Typical blade dimensions 12.7 mm wide and 12.7 mm long, but larger vanes may be used for measuring very low shear strengths. The shaft of the vane is connected to a device for applying torque to the vane, such as a hand-operated or motorized worm and pinion drive acting through a calibrated open coil torsion spring, with a suitable scale graduated to indicate the applied torque. The calibration charts for the torsion springs are also provided in the lab manual. To prepare for the test, place the supporting block into the sampling tube. Then assemble the sampling tube right under the vane. Tighten the knob on the retort stand to clamp the sampling tube in position. To measure the shear strength of the soil sample, the vane is lowered and pushed into the sample until it is completely embedded to the required minimum depth. This is done by rotating the handle anti-clockwise. At this minimum depth, the top of the vane should be at a distance not less than 4 times the blade width below the surface. Before shearing, the scale needle is rotated to its initial position. Then, the initial angle is recorded. The torque is then applied by switching on the motor. Slipping of the soil is reached when the needle moves away from its initial position. This whole process takes about 15 minutes. After the two components have separated, the final angle, and hence the angle of rotation, is recorded. Using the appropriate chart, the torque corresponding to the angle of rotation is read off the graph. The undrained shear strength of the soil is calculated using the formula in your lab manual.